Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Once more, Gibson. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Loose inside the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Robinson up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Straight ahead, Gibson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Cole Turner, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They run it again with Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. In motion left, Hardman. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They run again on first down. Cook stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24 now, here's second down and 5. Cook up the gut. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing is Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have cut the lead back down to 2. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the 2. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. On first and 10, it's Robinson. Now inside the 25. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Nothing fancy there, a little smash mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers now on 1st down. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. They'll find Lazard here over the middle. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Take it in at the 22. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, 43 yards. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 37.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And this is caught inside the 5. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short, and with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Robinson with another carry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing here, Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it inside the 10. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the third quarter. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really, it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you have 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. On 1st down, Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 5. They'll try the middle with Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going right back to Wilson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Hall on a give up the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Kill.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
Check 52's the line. Check 52's the line. Not today, you are. Not today.
On 2nd down, Cook.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, here's Hall. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. This is 1st and 10. Powell to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Howell. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. Howell with one final shot. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.